Hey, hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another game review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Doom Eternal, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this game to tell you short what the game is all about, even though this game almost doesn't have any story, but okay. Then I'm gonna share my own opinions and thoughts about it, so in case you didn't play it, one big spoiler alert across the screen. And yeah, just click away from this video and come back when you play a game. If you want to, if you don't want to, you don't have to, it's totally okay. But if you really are interested in my opinions and thoughts about this game right now, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright, Doom Eternal. If you're a gamer and if you're a fan of first-person shooters, then I probably don't have to explain to you what Doom is. It's one of the most famous franchises that's been there since the 90s, and now recently we got hit with another Doom game. So Doom Eternal is a sequel to Doom 2016. It's been developed by ID Software and Panic Button Games. It's been published by Bethesda. It's been developed in ID Tech 7 engine, and it's first-person, fast-paced shooter, of course. And the story of Doom Eternal continues where Doom 2016 finished, so this is just sequel to Doom 2016. And again, there is no really special story because this game was never about the story, it was about the gameplay. But the story of Doom Eternal goes like this. Basically, you play as a Doom guy like in any other Doom game. Earth has been invaded by demons and they're trying to make Earth their new home. They are erasing humanity, and now it's all up to Doom Guy to save the Earth. And that's it. Simple as that. You just go and kill demons. There is no special story or whatever. Even though Doom Eternal has some pretty sick cutscenes, and the cutscenes are much better than in Doom 2016, and they do expand the story a little bit. There are some cutscenes where you can see flashback from Doom Guy, and you can get to know more about his past and how did he became a Doom Slayer and how did he became so powerful and what happened. You can also collect these codex pages through the game on secret areas that help you understand more about the place and what happened to the place where you picked up that codex page and stuff like that. So there are little story elements, but Doom Eternal really never was about storytelling or whatever. So you can enjoy this game's story for what it is, and if you want to take time, you can read these codex pages to get more into that apocalyptical world and to understand more of what happened to that place. I honestly didn't bother reading these pages or whatever, but yeah, that's pretty much what Doom Eternal story is all about. Alright, let's move on to the best part of this game, and that is definitely its fucking badass gameplay and something that Doom was always all about. So when I finished Doom 2016, I was like, okay, if they make another Doom game, there is absolutely no way they make it better and more brutal than this. And oh boy, I was wrong. So literally, Doom Eternal is Doom 2016 just like 10 times better. So they took everything from Doom 2016 and made it better in Doom Eternal. The first thing you're gonna notice when you play Doom Eternal is that movement just feels so much better, so much fluid. They added those bars that you can swing on in combat and move that way through the area faster. Then they added those walls that you can grab on and jump from when you also move through the level from one part of the area to another. That's a nice change in movement. They added hook on a double barrel shotgun, and there is plenty of weapons in this game, which I'm gonna talk in short. But that hook on super shotgun is so much fun. You just jump around and you can aim on the demon and fire the hook in their way and just pull yourself towards them, and when you get close enough you just fire the shotgun and just blow them off. It's so much fun, it's so brutal. This game is pure 10 out of 10 by its gameplay. It's fucking badass. This is the most badass video game in a video gaming history. Just beside the movement, they also improved the Doom Guy suit. Now Doom Guy has the blade on his left arm that he uses to cut demons up in the most brutal ways. So glory kills are something that was introduced to players in Doom 2016. Basically, when you hit your enemy a couple of times or when you damage it enough, it will glow orange, and then you just come to it and press a button, and Doom Guy will execute that demon in the most brutal way. There is over 150 glory animations, and in Doom 2016, Doom Guy would just rip them apart, smash their heads on the ground, rip their heads out with a spine or whatever. There was so many brutal animations, but Doom Eternal decided to step it up with that blade that Doom Guy now has on his left arm. Now you're gonna see him a lot, like cutting demons in half with the blade, just stabbing them through the heads. That's probably one of my favorite glory kill animations, when he grabs the demons and just activates the blade and just stabs them through the head. There's just so much brutality in this game, so much violence, and it's so much fun to watch all of these animations that he does with that blade and all that kind of stuff. Also, they added a grenade launcher on his shoulder. Now you can fire grenades and frost bombs. So grenades do a lot of damage, but frost bombs, they just freeze enemies, which gives you opportunity to move from the bad situations, or just kill these demons when you freeze them. They're freeze and they cannot move, so that's nice addition to a gameplay. That's also a new thing. Also, there is a flamethrower on that grenade launcher, so when you set your enemies on fire and when you kill them, they'll drop armor that you can pick up. When you run out of ammo, you can either just move around the area and pick it up, or you can use good old chainsaw to cut up demons and just get yourself some ammo. You could do that in Doom 2016. The only difference and improvement, big improvement actually, is that now you trigger the chainsaw with one single button on your keyboard, and you don't have to pull the chainsaw in your hands anymore. The only time you can hold chainsaw in your hands in Doom Eternal is when you run out of ammo in all of your weapons. That's the only time you can hold the chainsaw in your hands. And I think it's better this way. It's much faster. That saves so much time. In Doom 2016, you would always have to pull the chainsaw out in your hands and then cut demons up if you want to get some ammo. Now you just press a button, and if you have fuel, he'll just cut up these smaller enemies, and it's just so brutal when he cuts them up. It's just so enjoyable to watch that. And then you refill yourself ammo. Also, you can cut up those larger enemies. You could do the same thing in Doom 2016, but you need to have fuel filled to max, and then you can cut up these bigger enemies like Hell Knights, Revenants, Pinkies, basically all bigger, a little bit bigger enemies. So that's pretty cool. Doom Eternal also has some really cool boss battles that can be really intense and hard sometimes. Some of these bosses, once you defeat them, will even pop up later in the game as regular enemies that just show up randomly and you have to kill them. But in that case, they're easier to kill. But when you first encounter them as a boss, game will explain you what are their strengths and weaknesses, and you have to apply a different tactic to each of them to kill them. So that's also pretty cool. Then there is plenty of weapons. Like I said, in Doom Eternal, they are taken from Doom 2016. So Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal weapons are exactly the same, but they changed their design. For example, plasma rifle looks really ugly in Doom Eternal. I kind of like the plasma rifle design in Doom 2016 more. The plasma rifle in Doom Eternal now looks squarish, and it's just like a squarish box that shoots lasers. Like, what the fuck, guys? Put that back how it was. That stabbed me in the eye through the entire game, the ugly design of plasma rifle. And some other weapons look better in Doom 2016, but okay, it's not that much of a sin. I can get over that. Then almost all weapons in Doom Eternal have 2 different mods that you can upgrade on them. So, for example, your combat shotgun has a sticky bomb mod, just like in Doom 2016, where you can fire these sticky bombs and they explode when they stick either on demons or wherever you fire them. Then you also have the rapid fire on your combat shotgun. That is also cool. Then on plasma rifle you get this heat blast, and you also have this like a ray that you can fire and just kill your enemies that way. So each of the weapons, not all but most of them, have two different mods that you can switch from, and you can upgrade them. So they expanded upgrade system in Doom Eternal as well. You can collect these weapon points and you can upgrade these weapon mods. Also, you can upgrade your suit by collecting the suit points and exploring the linear world around you and the levels. There is of course secrets that are hidden, and you just open your map. Map design is by the way amazing in Doom Eternal, and the mini map when you open it, actually the map when you open it, looks pretty cool. It's really simple and well designed, and you can just always check the map if there's any secrets nearby, and you just go around and collect these suit points, which you can use to upgrade your suit. You got different sections for your suit that you can upgrade. For example, you got a exploration section that when you upgrade it to max, it's gonna be much easier to detect the secrets around the area. You don't have to get close to them that much. They are gonna be shown on your map instantly when you get even a little closer. So it's much easier to discover these secrets and collect things around the Doom world. There is a lot of collectibles that you can collect in this game. There are albums that are actually connected to Bethesda games. So you can find these albums as secrets as well around the map, and there are soundtracks basically from different games. You have, for example, album that you can find from Doom 1 game. Then you can have some music from Doom 2016. Then you can have some Wolfenstein music. Then you can have some Quake music. So these albums are pretty cool, and you bring them back to your Fortress of Doom. I'm gonna talk about that a little later, what Fortress of Doom is. And you can just listen to these soundtracks. They're pretty cool. Also, this game, like Doom 2016, is filled with blood-pumping soundtracks that play in the background while you slay demons. They are also made by Mike Gordon, just like in Doom 2016. And the legend says that Mike Gordon's album comes with a free game. And that's so true. This is literally how this game feels. It feels like buying the Mike Gordon's album, because soundtracks are probably one of the best things about this game. Just the soundtracks, man. Oh, dude, when you volume your game up to the max, I play this game with my volume app constantly. I just love to listen to these blood pumping, heavy metal, computer generated soundtracks. It's so fucking good, and just it pumps you so much while you run around and slay demons. Also, this game has challenges that you can complete, and if you complete them, the game will reward you with some weapon points, which you can use then to upgrade your weapon mods and stuff like that. So the upgrade system is really expanded. It's much better than in Doom 2016. Then you got also these runes. They're basically like skill points. There is 9 of them. When you collect them, you can have 3 of them activated in the same time, so you can customize them by your gameplay and what fits you the best. Some runes will allow you to perform glory kills faster. Some runes will allow you to launch into a glory kill for, I don't know, further distance, for example. Some runes will trigger the slow motion when you die. It just really depends what suits your playstyle the best, and it's also a nice addition to a gameplay. Then you also have these Sentinel crystals that you can collect through the game. They're basically armor, health, and ammo upgrades. So when you collect these, you can, for example, have faster cooldown on your grenade launcher, or your frostbite launcher, or your flamethrower, or you can carry more ammo. You can have more armor or health. So it's pretty nice addition to a gameplay, but I think that was also in the Doom 2016, so that's not something that is new. Then Fortress of Doom, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So Fortress of Doom is basically a place that you can explore. It's just a hideout for a Doom guy where he lives before he goes on the next mission. And you can go around this fortress and explore it. There is a lot of things to unlock and do around this area. You can go into Doom's guy room and he has a little PC over there. I mean, he has one huge PC setup over there that looks pretty badass. And then he has this little old computer which I did not manage to activate. I don't know what you need to do to get that working, but I know that you can play Doom 1 and 2 in Doom Eternal. So basically we have 3 Doom games in one. So this little computer, it allows you to play Doom 1 and 2, and it's now pretty casual thing with the Bethesda games. They always do that kind of stuff. In Wolfenstein you can also play old Wolfenstein 3D on these little computers, and areas when you reach one point you can play old Wolfenstein games, and now it's the same thing with these with the little computer in Doom Eternal. You can play Doom 1 and 2, and it's pretty cool how you can do that. You can get to see how much we evolved with the graphics and everything in the past years. So it's pretty cool to remind yourself how Doom looked back in the 90s. So that's pretty cool. Also in the Doom Guy's room you can look at all your collectibles that you collected, like these little toys. So there is plenty of these little toys and that you can collect through the game, and they're all on the shelf, so you can just look at them, and they are basically there for decoration. And so you can just go around and say to people, hey, I collected all the toys in Doom Eternal, which is pretty fun to collect, honestly. Then you can also inspect all the weapons in that room and stuff like that. The main thing about the Fortress of Doom, about that hideout, is that you can collect through the level these Sentinel batteries that you can use to open these chambers that again contain either suit points or upgrade stations for your weapons, or any type of upgrades for your Doom guy. So that's pretty cool. There is also a maker weapon. It's a special weapon that you can only unlock if you complete all 6 Slayer gates. Basically what Slayer gates are, it's just a challenge that you complete, one big challenge, and if you manage to survive that and complete that challenge, then you get this key, and when you collect all of these 6 keys, you get this maker weapon that is using the BFG ammo, and it's so powerful. I honestly did not unlock it because I did not find all of these Slayer gates, but that's also a pretty fun thing to do, and you can try it out if you want. I bet this special weapon destroys demons in seconds, and I know it's using BFG ammo. I looked it on the internet, and I know it's pretty fucking strong because BFG is the strongest weapon in the game. So if you feel like doing it, just go ahead and do it, but beware that those challenges are pretty damn hard to complete. I played the entire game on ultra violence, and I mean, I had pretty tough situations with these challenges. It's pretty hardcore. So also you can select difficulties in Doom Eternal, just like in any other game and in any other Doom game, but Doom is just something different with difficulties. Like you have a few different difficulties that you can select from easier to harder, and then you have hardcore mode. Basically what hardcore mode is, if you die once, your campaign is over. So you have to be ultra good player to play on that. So if you feel like you want to have some old school from the 90s nostalgia, Doom nostalgia, just go ahead and play that mode. You also have that hardcore mode with 1 extra life. So if you die, your campaign won't be over, but if you die second time, then your campaign is over and you have to restart the whole campaign again. That is just like really hardcore. Also, you got these secret encounters. That's something that was there in Doom 2016 as well. So basically, these are like little gore nests. When you destroy them, it will trigger the timer, and it will trigger enemies that you need to kill before the timer runs out. And then, if you manage to do that, you'll get some weapon point that you can again use to upgrade your weapon mods, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, and it can be challenging sometimes. Another thing they added in the gameplay, and I somehow still didn't talk about yet, is Sword. Yeah, they basically added the lightsaber in Doom Eternal. Like, that's just like BFG, one-shot weapon. It's gonna one-shot most of the demons. Also, there is a lot of demons in this game, and each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. Some are harder to kill, some are easier to kill. For example, the Mother Demon is the strongest demon in the game. He has the shield and an axe and a shotgun, and you can only shoot him when he attacks you, and he's a pain in the ass to kill, trust me. You can't hurt him with either BFG or this sword weapon, and it's really hard to deal with that guy. For example, he's the most badass demon in the entire game. And this sword, when I obtained this sword in the game and when I started using it, there is one part in the game where you just collect the energy for this sword and you just go and cut shit up with that sword. It's one shot, and it's so badass just running around and cutting everyone in half with the sword. Oh my god, this game just, when you think it surprised you in all the ways, it just surprises you even more. It always finds the way to entertain you and to surprise you, and that's why I love it so much. I mean, it's fucking pure 10 out of 10. I just love how this game is so customizable. It can be customized so much. You can customize the UI in this game, its color. You can totally remove all the icons and everything from the screen to make your game look so cinematic and even more hardcore to play. So you can really customize the game how you want and what suits your play style the best, which is a really cool addition. And I love how they decided to give freedom to players in customizing the UI. That's also pretty cool. Doom Eternal also has a multiplayer which is called Battle Mode, and that's something I'm personally not interested in. I played this game primarily because of its campaign. A lot of people is hating on Battle Mode. I personally didn't try it that much myself. I played 1 or 2 rounds, so I can't really talk much about it. But basically what Battle Mode is, one player is a Slayer and other 2 players are demons that are trying to kill the Slayer. Demons will require teamwork to kill the Slayer, and Slayer will require high skill to eliminate 2 other demon players. Also, you can customize your Slayer, and before the match starts you can customize the loadout. Also, if you play with the demons, you can select the demon you want to play with. There is few demons you can select, and you can also customize your demon loadout. And that's pretty much it about the battle mode. It's not really that complicated or whatever. It's pretty simple the way it works. But like I said, it's something I'm not really interested in, and primarily I played this game because of its campaign. But another cool addition to Doom Eternal are skins. So there is plenty of skins in Doom Eternal. You can customize your Slayer, you can customize your demons. There are different skins for weapons as well. You can unlock these through the game. Also, there are some skins that you can unlock in Fortress of Doom with those Sentinel batteries. There is even old school Doom guy skin from the 90s, which is pretty cool. So that's also a new thing that was added in Doom Eternal, and I think it's pretty cool. And if you want to change a little bit of how your guns look, how your Slayer looks like, how your demons look like in multiplayer and stuff like that, you can do that as well. Some of the skins can be unlocked, some of them can be purchased with the real money. So the gameplay is a lot of stuff. They expanded it so much since Doom 2016. There is so much things to collect and so much things to explore and do in Doom Eternal, and easily this is the best Doom game I have ever played. And yeah, I totally recommend you to play it and check it out if you're a fan of Doom franchise, and if you are in general a fan of first-person shooters and fast-paced first-person shooters. Just go and check it out. You're absolutely not gonna regret it. Alright, now for the end, just like usually I do in my game reviews, let's talk about Doom Eternal's graphical design and performance. So this game looks fucking fantastic. This is one of the best looking games of 2020 so far, even though not a lot of them yet have been released, but this game looks sick, and it will require really good PC to play it on all ultra settings, 1080p, 4K, 60 FPS. I ran this game on high settings, which is for this game medium settings in this case, in 60 or even more FPS, and these are my PC specs. I got AMD GPU RX 560 4GB DDR5. My processor is also AMD FX 8320 octa-core Black Edition 3.50 GHz, and I got 16 GB of RAM, Kingston Fury Black Edition DDR4, and I can say that this game ran really smoothly on my PC, constantly in 60 or even more FPS, even though I played it on high settings on 1680 by 1050 resolution, because that's my monitor resolution. That's not 1080p, that is 1050p, but 30 pixels here or there, it's not really big difference. And I can say that the performance of this game was really good. I didn't encounter any major frame drops. I did encounter some bugs here and there. Some of the enemies sometimes get stuck in the walls, and there are some visual effects. Maybe once or twice happened to me that the hook from my double barrel shotgun stays stuck in the enemies and somehow weirdly goes through the wall, and then when you swap the weapons the bug removes. So it did have some tiny visual and AI bugs, but nothing really too much. Performance side is very good, and the settings are very well optimized. I like how you can't put the game on higher settings than possible for your computer. If you try, the game will say that you don't have enough VRAM, and it won't allow you to go higher than possible for your PC and higher than possible for unstable frame rate. If you go higher, you'll have unstable frame rate, and your game won't allow you to do that. So I love how the devs really thought for their customers, and they really thought about safety of their computers. They don't want you to burn your GPU or CPU on this game. They really want you to keep your PC safe and at normal temperatures. So they really blasted it with optimization and performance, and even on high settings this game, as you can see, looks phenomenal. It looks fantastic. Even though this videos you're watching are compressed with Freemake Converter, because for a easier upload on my channel, and are in 30 FPS, game looks a bit better than this though. So you can only imagine how good does this game look on those really good computers like spaceship computers with maxed out settings and all that kind of stuff. This is one visually very impressive video game. Doom 2016 was really visually impressive, and I ran it on all ultra settings though, but I can't do the same thing with Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 was using ID Tech 6 engine, and Doom Eternal is using ID Tech 7 engine, so they really stepped it up. Even though that the game doesn't look visually much better from Doom 2016, it does require much stronger and better PC and hardware to play on all ultra settings, 60 FPS, or on those really big resolutions like 4K and stuff. So yeah, if you want to play Doom Eternal on all max settings, you'll have to prepare a whole lot of money for a good PC to run this game like that. Altogether, my final opinion on Doom Eternal is that this is one amazing fast-paced first-person shooter, and it surprised me once again. And this is one of the games that I'm really sad for finishing, because I always want more. You're kind of sad when you finish it because it was so badass and so good. The game is pure 10 out of 10. Gameplay is awesome. Visually, game looks awesome. Optimization is awesome. Soundtracks are awesome. Everything about this game is so badass and awesome. And if you're a fan of Doom franchise and first-person shooters, I totally recommend you to play it. You're absolutely not gonna regret it. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for this review. I said everything I wanted about Doom Eternal. Let me know what are your opinions and thoughts about Doom Eternal down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally okay. Also, you can join my Chris Facebook group. I post all kind of stuff over there. Link is down below in the description, together with my ass.fm, where you can leave any questions if you have any questions. And that's it, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everything you've done for me and my channels so far. I appreciate all of your support. And thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll definitely see you in the next videos. Chris out.